Hi everyone, we are Ilaria and Francesca from Task Force, a youth-led initiative held by ActionAid Italy. We are here for hearing inspiring international stories. And today we are landing to South Africa.
Yes, so thank you, Ilaria. Today we are in Johannesburg with two brilliant young ladies. Their names are Wendy and Kundi. So hi guys, thank you for being with us. How are you?
We are good.
It's great to see you. Wendy, I have a question for you. Do you know what is the meaning of your country's name? And can you share with us an historical fact about it?
The meaning of South Africa, it actually means, well, it's very simple. It's, well, first of all, we're in Africa, we're at South. That's the meaning of South Africa. But then in full, it's actually called Republic of South Africa. Republic means we're a democratic country, which means that we vote for the president that you want, and people have a voice in parliament. And a historical fact about South Africa is that the people actually fought against Afrikaans as a medium form of language, to have their own languages as a medium form of language in South Africa.
Thank you very much. And what is your country's famous for?
Well, it's famous for a number of things. First of all, we are famous for our national anthem, which has most of the country's languages. Yeah, by the way, we have about 12 official languages in South Africa. So you can imagine how many languages there are in the national anthem. We're famous for just being the rainbow nation, because we embrace each other. We embrace the different cultures that there are in South Africa. We are famous for the beauty and the flora in South Africa, for the nature reserves, the animals that we still preserve till this day. We are famous for, well, you know, does anyone know Nelson Mandela? Nelson Mandela, yes. Yeah, he was one of our freedom fighters, currently in our banknotes as we speak. We are famous for, well, for our unique mountains. For instance, Table Mountain, which is in Cape Town. Yeah, that's we're famous for our mines. We have gold, we have platinum, we have diamonds. Yeah, we have everything here in South Africa, including coal.
Okay, girls, and now we want to know more about yourself. So, Kundi, can you introduce yourself? You can tell us something about your story, about your passions.
Okay, so my name is Mukundi Mpohoni. I'm currently doing grade 12 and I'm 18 years old, and I am situated in Gauteng, the province, and in Johannesburg, the city, and in Bellevue, my community. Yeah. And a little bit about myself is that, yeah, I'm an artist, and I can say I'm a young activist, soon to be an activist. Yes, fighting for like human rights, standing for human rights, yeah, and speaking for the voiceless, and pretty much that's much about me.
Yeah, and that's a lot. And what about you, Wendy?
Well, okay, my full name is Wendy Sithenkosi Mahlangu, and I live in Gauteng, Johannesburg, in the community of Berea. My profession is also artist, visual artist. I love art. I live for art. My everything is art. I'm currently doing my grade 12 in Weatherly Girls High School, and I'm very interested in being an activist, talking for the voiceless, because I believe that is an important thing to do in the current situation that we're in, since COVID-19 has hit and governments are not really listening to the people on the ground who are suffering.
And it's a major problem that we face.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So, Kundi, what are the main challenges and the main problems that young people face in South Africa?
Okay, so young people face a lot of challenges in South Africa. Firstly, I'm gonna go with the job opportunities like unemployment. There's a huge number of unemployment rate for young people, and it's hard because some of them they're like the standpoint, the standpoint for their family. They're like the ticket for like survival in their families, and like job opportunities are very hard. And I can also say access to formal education. Most of them, they don't have enough fees to like go to universities and further their studies, so that they can also be get jobs and like improve their career and everything. And that's why we have a fees must fall. That's a campaign we have, of which it's for students who aren't able to pay for their studies, further on studies. And we have a lot more that young people face. We have like discrimination, we have gender-based violence, we have youth development, and we have a lot. So and under discrimination, we have discrimination on women and young girls and disabled people. We face a lot of discrimination everywhere we're going, and it's hard to keep up with what people tell you and what people think and what you think about yourself, because how you as you developing you your surroundings actually affect your developing stage. How you grow, it's affected by the people around you and by the things you surround yourself with, and things that you say and things that you talk about, yeah, things like that. And we also have like famous places, of which they were also part of like the youth development, like our Alex, and we also have our Soweto, of which that's where we had our Soweto uprising, of which that's why we have our youth month, which is this month, June. Yeah, and it was the 16th on Tuesday, this past Tuesday. Yeah, it was Youth Day. Yeah, that's whereby we had like young people, the youth, fighting for their rights, fighting for what they believe in. Yeah, just to show youth in leadership. Yes.
Yeah, in 1976.
Yeah, in 1976. Yes. Yeah.
Which were the activities or your commitments that you were carrying out in the field to address these problems that young people are facing in your country, and how they have been shaped by the COVID emergency?
So what we actually do when, like, in most of these problems, the major thing that we actually do here in South Africa, we have campaigns. We have campaigns and events that we do to like to raise awareness, and like to raise awareness to and protest. We also have protest, yeah, but peaceful protest. Peaceful protest. Yeah, we have protest also. We just like, yeah, when we do these events and campaigns, it's us speaking for the voiceless. We're speaking for people who can speak for themselves, and it's us standing for our rights, standing for ourselves, since we are a democratic country. Yes.
So girls, I'm going to ask both of you, would you like to share with us a story of change or an inspiring story that you have witnessed on the ground?
So, the story of change, under the programs that we've actually been doing in Africa Tikkun, there's a lot of change that we've seen. We've been doing events and activities whereby they're like Kulisa Mfazi, of which is like grow a woman, yeah, whereby we we actually embracing self-affirmation as a woman, how to accept ourselves and how to embrace ourselves as women and how to face the economy and the communities as women, because as women we face a lot of challenges in South Africa actually, and probably also worldwide. We actually do face a lot of problems, and we have change projects, change projects whereby we want to see change. That's the reason why we call them change projects. We do things whereby we initiate programs in our communities to change our communities, to like reduce maybe form of yeah teenage pregnancy, crime, and substance abuse. You know, yeah, and we also like we also touch on like menstruation drives, how to take care of yourself as a girl or as a woman during your menstruation, how you can keep safe and clean in those moments, and we also, and as for now, we also have like our YouTube channels whereby we'll be talking about sexual reproductive health and rights, of which, yeah, we are going to be initiating it next week Saturday, so you can watch and subscribe. Yes, yeah. So yeah, we do a lot of things that include change. There are a lot of things that we do, and since we've been doing this, there are a lot of things that we've improved within ourselves, and we see changes in other people. Yes, yeah, and we have self-confidence, high self-esteem, and self-affirmation. Yeah. And we also have negotiating skills. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Kundi.
Yeah.
What about you, Wendy?
Yeah. Zihle just said everything, but then like, I'm gonna add on a personal story. So I joined Africa Cocoon about in 2017. Yeah, I was in about grade 10. Yeah, we joined together. Yeah, 2018. Yeah, 2018. Not 2017. Yeah, 2018. Yeah. So as I joined Africa Cocoon, I got exposed to the young urban woman. Yeah, which was this built me, gave me self-affirmation, self-confidence, and I decided not, let me also carry these things out, because there are other children out there who are not attending young urban women with me,
And not getting the privilege that you have.
and not getting this privilege that we have in the city. So when I went to school, there was a lot of bullying. I had a friend called More Blessing. She was getting bullied because she was smart. She used to ask me, when what are they saying about me? Like, I didn't cheat on the test. Do you know that? And I'm like, More Blessing, I know you study. I've seen you study. Don't mind what they say. And I used to encourage her every day to not mind what people say and to build herself up. And I always like talk to her, and I'm like, you are smart. Remember that. You don't need other people to say that you're smart. You see, they are bullying you because they see that you are amazing. They see that you are bigger than them. You see, and so like last year, she actually got a bursary to go to a private school, to a private school, which is better than the school that she was going to. And then like that's about 3 months when she started attending at that school. She messaged me. I was saying, Wendy, thank you for everything that you have taught me. You taught me to be confident. You taught me to stand up for myself. You taught me to be proud of myself. And like that to me was like a really huge success story for someone to say that I actually helped them to become happy, to become themselves. Yeah.
And now we are coming to an end. Kundi and Wendy, do you have a takeaway message to inspire young people, activists across the world, to say them that they have to carry on with their activities, they can do it?
So a message that I could send to someone out there, I'd actually say have self-pride, know your worth, and value your worth, because you are actually valuable. you're very, very valuable, you know, because someone out there and people out there, there are people who would want to have what you have, who want to be who you are. So I'd say have pride within yourself and value yourself, you know, and also like value other people, you know. It's not about the size, it's not about the age, it's not about that you're rich or poor, it's not even big or small. You're unique in every kind of way. So like I would say embrace yourself and achieve, you know, grow within yourself, grow yourself until, and it doesn't end. Growing doesn't end. So you grow and grow, and while growing, you grow others as well. Because while when you help others grow, that's when you have enough pride to realize that you're actually worthy to be with other people out there and save people out there. Yeah.
Yeah, my message to the other activists in the world: don't give up. This is a fight that we are all facing. If one person can help another person, that other person can help another person, and the chain keeps on reacting and reacting and reacting. And if we keep on yeah, trying to what's this help our country and the world, one day this world will be a perfect place. Who knows? One day this will be a paradise for our children, for the next generation. Never give up. Yeah, stay determined. Yeah.
Thank you, girls. I guess you already said everything. So that's a very powerful message, and I'm sure it will get across to many other young activists from all over the world. So thank you for having joined us, and see you next time. Bye bye.
See you.